stage Senior Vice President, General Manager, Client Computing Group, Gregory Bryant.
Hey. Woo. 欢迎欢迎，大家好，好，good good. Hey, I love seeing all the pictures in the opening of all the many years of history here in Taiwan and Taipei. The Intel and you, the entire ecosystem, the heart of the ecosystem, it kind of takes me way back. So what I thought I would do to start is just go way back, 1971, all right? 1971 was a unique time in history. It was a time when people were coming together in a lot of new ways. They were sharing ideas, they were creating technology and innovation, and it really changed our everyday lives. For example, rock musicians, everyone knows I love music, rock musicians came together in 1971 to create a whole new genre of music, a whole new genre that really delivered more monumental albums and songs in that year, more than any year before or any year since. It was a time when some great engineers and animators came together in Lake Bay, Florida to create Disney World, right, which is still the most visited attraction and resort in the world today. It was also the year when an Italian physicist came together with Robert Noyce and Gordon Moore to deliver this, the 4004 microprocessor. Woo! Yeah. This is the first commercially available microprocessor ever created. So the 4004 was the first in a long line of Intel microprocessors that were really kind of at the heart of computing breakthroughs now for about the last 5 decades. So you probably ask, what do those all have in common? Well, I really believe when people, when ideas, when innovations come together, perspectives change, innovations happen, they're unlocked, and powerful things can happen. And that's why I'm so excited to be back again this year at COMPUTEX. We've been here, coming together here now for years, creating the future. And I have the privilege to talk to you again about how I believe we can all come together to deliver technology breakthroughs and innovation that I think will unleash the next great wave of technology. And I'm confident that we can all do amazing things together. Now, as you've heard me say before from this very stage, we are in the heart of a data-centric era of computing. We're truly living in that era, and that the client is really the human touch point. It is the human edge in that data-centric era. What you may not know, of course, is that 90% of the world's data has been created in just the last 2 years, which sounds really impressive until you realize that only 2% of that data is actually being analyzed and used to create meaningful value. Now at Intel, we're committed to changing that. We want to put a new era and a new type of computing power and intelligence in the hands of people and businesses everywhere. And we believe we can do that, not on our own, but with all of you working together. We have some tremendous partnerships, including 12 million Intel architecture developers in the world, over 300,000 gaming developers, hundreds of thousands of ISVs, thousands of channel partners, and of course, all of you are partners here in Taiwan and Taipei, whether that's working with us on boards or displays or computer, graphics or interconnect or connectivity, so much more that we do together. So together, we don't just drive innovation, we do it at scale, and I believe together we can deliver client devices and PCs that really deliver the experiences, the real life experiences of today and tomorrow in order to power every person's greatest contribution. But we know there's more to do. Our ambitions and for our innovation have never been bolder. We know we need to be more bold in order to help people focus. We need to help people create, and we need to help them engage. So with that, let's just dive right in. First, we're building a PC platform that helps people focus. And as the workplace transforms, this is more important than ever. Gone are the days of the traditional office, right? The PC is the office. Wherever you can sit down at your mobile PC, wherever you can get connected, that is your office. You can work. And in fact, you can work very, very well. You know, we did a recent survey where 86% of the respondents say they're actually at their best. They're their most productive when they're working remotely on their PC and they're connected. It's also no surprise that technology is increasingly becoming important in attracting the talent in the workforce in the first place. In another survey that we did, 42% of millennials, now the largest contingent in the workforce, say they won't work at a place. They'd rather leave than work at a company that doesn't have the technology that meets their standards. So, with all of that in mind, I wanted to start today's show, and the first announcement I wanted to make is the new introduction of our Intel 9th generation Core vPro desktop and mobile processors. In total today, we're launching 14 new high-performance desktop and mobile SKUs specifically designed and purpose-built for business, including for the first time ever a Core i9 for vPro. Now, for those of you who may not be as familiar with vPro, vPro is a purpose-built platform with great performance and a whole raft of other performance features, purpose-built, designed for professionals and enterprises. And today, we're pleased to be announcing the availability of systems from Acer and Asus and Dell and Lenovo and HP. These systems have incredible performance and a whole raft of other features that help people stay focused and in the moment, contributing what they want and what matters most to them. So with all that, Chuck, I know you joined me on stage. We've got a few systems we wanted to show off.
We absolutely do. So the first I'd like to show you, this is the Dell Precision. Now again, you have all the power of those Core i9, those 9th gen processors, but you also have on the Dell this extremely thin bezel, so you have the biggest possible laptop in the smallest form factor possible.
That's right. You got great performance now in these consumer-like, very sleek form factors, which is awesome.
Exactly. Now I'll also show you the HP Elite One. For those who want vPro in an all-in-one, you have this one here, but it also has a unique pop-up camera, so you have the ability to have forward and back-facing camera all in one.
Very good.
And last but not least, I'd like to show you this is the Lenovo X1. Again, that great performance and power, but an OLED screen, so very visual vibrance, and also under 4 pounds.
Wow, that's awesome. That's right, Chuck. And all of these systems, obviously now with 9th generation Core vPro desktops and mobile devices, all the way up to Core i9.
Right, and all these systems, besides having all that tremendous performance, also have great scalability and manageability, which actually lowers your total cost of ownership.
All right, that's right. And that's right, you know, that's what's really important is in addition to all the performance, they've got great manageability, stability, and security features that help lower TCO. We went out, there was a recent survey from Forrester that said by implementing the vPro platform in business, you can expect upwards of 155% or greater than 150% return on investment on that platform over the first 3 years. And that really, we believe, makes vPro the best platform for business. But I didn't want you to just take my word for it today. I wanted to bring out my first guest and a local customer who's using vPro in their business. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Associate Vice President of Advantech, Stephen Huang. Stephen, come on out.
Hello, Jimmy.
Hey,
yeah,
thank you for joining me on stage. So
okay.
maybe you could just start for a second. I know you guys are deploying vPro platforms in Advantech. Why don't you just tell them about why you're doing that, what's important?
For Advantech, it really comes down to 3 key things: trust, manageability, and the collaborations. vPro technology offer trust and manageability for us.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, trust and manageability, and you and I talked about this, by having vPro in the fleet, even if something goes wrong, these devices can all be managed remotely over the network without having to, spend money to have desk side visit, et cetera.
Yeah, and it unites over collaborations for Advantech. Yeah.
That's right. And you guys have vPro systems for collaboration inside your conference rooms,
Yes.
right?
Yes. So since deploying, we have greatly reduced security issue and IT works on resolving them. And we have seen an increase on collaborations. Yeah. With Unite wireless connected display, making so our employee can share and collaborate seamless wherever they are.
That's right. That's right. By having, and I think what's really great is by having the Unite vPro solution inside of Advantech, you get all the benefit of having a very simple, seamless way of allowing people to collaborate.
Yes.
But it also can reduce costs because you manage all those conference rooms remotely, which I think is wonderful.
Yes, we have adopted vPro and Unite software on our meeting room in Advantech. So if you have a chance to visit our Lincoln or network campus, you can see it and experience it.
I would love to do
Yeah,
that.
okay.
So hey, Stephen, thanks for coming out and being my first guest tonight. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thank
using
you.
vPro
Yeah, my
platform.
pleasure. Thank you.
you, sir. You know, we're excited to bring these new high-performance vPro SKUs into business at Advantech and for other customers all around the globe. But of course, we're not stopping there just with those client processors. I'm also pleased to announce today 14 new Xeon E processors for entry desktop and mobile workstations. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. So this line of Xeon E processors really brings professional-grade performance for faster rendering, ray tracing, and design. And for the first time ever inside of this lineup, we're going to 8 cores and 16 threads, 5 gigahertz of single-core turbo frequency, and support for 802.11ax, now called Wi-Fi 6, and our Optane memory support. So Optane memory right into the system supported natively, which is really, really exciting. And as you can see next to me on the stage, we just have a few examples from Acer, HP, and Dell, all available and shipping today. So I just spent a little time briefly talking about how the PC can help people focus on the things that matter the most and stay in the flow. What I wanted to do now was switch gears and talk a little bit about how the PC can help people create, how it is becoming an essential tool in the creation process. So to talk now a little bit more about this community of creators, this kind of emerging trend and category, I wanted to invite my next guest out, someone you all know locally. Please join me in welcoming the chairman and CEO of Acer, Jason Chen. Hey.
Hey! GV, how are you doing?
Good, good.
Welcome to Taiwan.
Yeah, thanks. I love being here, as you know, and thanks for joining me out here on stage.
I'm happy to be here.
So I thought first, you know, you have been very focused on this content creator trend and this emerging category, and you've really focused on it. So why don't you tell people a little bit about why you've done that?
Okay, to start with a true partnership with Intel, Acer has been able to grow a sizable, a viable, a successful gaming business in the past few years. We basically double every year. And to the level, last year we did about $1.2 billion, just gaming PC alone. You know, Intel language, anything bigger than $1 billion is a big business. It's a big business we're very happy with.
I like that.
But throughout our research, we realized that about 50% people who purchase our gaming PC, they also use them as a productivity tool.
Right.
About 15%, 1/5, gaming PC buyers, they actually never play games. So we got curious. Who are they? What do they do? And happened to be, we found through our focus group and other research, they are creators.
Yeah.
They're developers.
Yeah.
They're engineers.
Yeah.
They have no other choice but to use gaming PC because the
That's all there
performance
was.
that you provide, the graphic capability, and the storage, that everything add up together, that they use it.
Right.
Is that a perfect solution? Not really. So what happened to us was we decided by working together with Intel, we created this creator PC for creators. We call them Concept D.
That's right. So, you know, Concept D is this new product line that we work together on for content creators.
Correct.
Why don't you talk a little bit about how it's different than what people would find or expect in a normal PC?
As I said earlier, the reason why creators, developers, they purchase gaming PC other than the regular commercial PC was because people need the performance and the graphic capability. So that, without saying, they want that, they want to keep that. But on top of that, the creators, they appreciate the color accuracy.
That's right.
And therefore, we will have to do some extra effort on the color area, the display. So delta E, for instance, we have to adjust, tune up the color capability to delta E less than 1. And then secondly, for gamers, what they really appreciate are bling bling LED lights. Noise is never a concern,
like
but
that bling bling.
thermal, very, very important. Yeah, we want to keep that. But on top of that, lots of creators and developers, they actually work late in the night. So acoustic, to be silent, very, very important. So that we also put an extra effort to make sure that our computer here are actually particularly quiet, less than 40 dB.
That's right, and that's right. So color accuracy and quiet on top of the performance that they expect is great. And I know you brought a couple of examples with you. I think that's the Concept D7.
Correct. This Concept D7, we use top line Intel platform, storage, CPU, and everything else. And this baby is a powerhouse. This baby is a powerhouse. It used the newest technology, newest CPU, Core i9, and on top of that, everything that you could offer. And you know what? In the future, anything you could offer, newer, better,
That's right. That's
we'll
right.
do it.
I love that. It's like music to our ears, and we get really excited about the innovation you bring in. We're not going to stop there. Last time I was here at COMPUTEX, we launched our X Series products, our X Series family products, and you guys designed some beautiful systems around.
We look forward to it. Can't wait.
So what I wanted to do while we had you on stage was also announce today, and I'm very pleased to announce that coming this fall, we will launch our next generation of X Series platform, our next X Series brand of processors, really all around delivering the compute-intense performance that these creators demand in new, powerful, quiet, and accurate ways.
And GB this time is music to my ears and music to the creator ears. Thank you very much. Thank you. We'd love to hear that. Thank you.
And I think, and the whole thing there, so you can, just a little more detail, you can expect us to increase the memory, the CPU frequency. We're going to take our Intel Turbo Max technology beyond 2 cores and go even farther. We're excited to do that. We're going to obviously deliver that to you, and I can't wait to see the
CPU,
kind of
graphics, storage, whatever you have, the newest, the better, give to us. True partnership. Thank you. Thank you, GB.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I love this man's energy. Thanks, Jason. All right. So you can expect to see that X Series product coming this fall, just 12 months after we launched the prior generation. All right, hey, we're excited to see the industry's response to this category, this content creation category, which we talked about for the first time just last year. And over that last year, we have enabled a lot of unique OEM systems that have been tailor-made from partners like HP, Box, Lenovo, MSI, Asus. And Chuck, I know you have some examples there on stage that you wanted to talk about.
Absolutely. Now, Jason was showing you the Concept D laptops. They also have a Concept D desktop as a true powerhouse. This has a Xeon Gold system inside it, so it can power through all your biggest workloads.
Yeah, that's great.
You also talked about the new X Series processor. Well, here we have the box. They were able to special ship me a brand new system that has that X Series processor already in it.
Chuck, how the heck did they do that?
Very fast, very quickly, FedEx.
Okay, that's very good. That's very good.
And then one other system I'd like to show you. This is the Asus Zenbook. Now this has 2 screens. Now 2 screens allows you to do all the tasks you normally do. Here I have a video editing app, and I can put my tools down at the bottom, or I can truly multitask, have my video application up top, and then have all my to-do lists on the bottom.
Yeah, that's really neat because you've got kind of the main display on top, and you can have tools across the middle there to actually help the creator be more productive, right, and save time and energy.
I don't have to give up any of that desktop space.
That's right. Great. Hey, thanks, Chuck, for showing us those. And one of the things that I wanted to do today versus just showing the systems themselves was trying to give everyone an idea for what you can do with these new devices. So let's take a look at what they're capable of with my good friend and YouTube sensation, Kaveh White, who joined us on stage today. She also did the amazing opening that you heard while you were all walking in today. So what do you have to show us today? What are you working on?
Well, GB, I use lots of technology to enhance the music I make with my voice and guitar and piano, but as you know, my PC, this Lenovo All-in-One, is my main instrument.
That's right, and I think whether you're into music or design or video animation, the PC can kind of play the role as the key system. It's almost like the studio. It replaces a lot of equipment that would be there. So you gonna show us what you've been working on?
Yeah, I have something I've been working on, and thanks to the great performance and range of capabilities of this guy here, I'm almost done. However,
Yeah?
I am missing something.
What's
A
that?
male vocal in Mandarin, and I hear that you speak Mandarin, so you ready to sing?
As much as I think everybody would love to hear me try to sing, that's sarcasm. Well, 不可以, 不可以. I can't do it. No,
Everyone's
please,
like-
God, no. Especially not in Mandarin. That's like asking. But you know what? I do have a friend that I met backstage that I think could probably fill the role, a male Mandarin singer.
All right,
Are you game if I do that?
I'm down, let's do it.
Okay, well, hey, if that's okay. Hey, Jam, why don't you come on out here and give us a hand? Oh. Hey, how are you, sir? Thanks. Hey, Jam. So I love your work. I love the music. I know the fans out there do too. And you are truly, I think, a great example of a PC content creator. So can you tell us a little bit about how important is technology in the work that you do? And Mandarin's fine. 说中文 可以. Okay.
PC 对我来讲，在我生活中是非常重要的出现，包括后面 LED 的所有的素材、硬体设备、PA 系统，甚至舞台的灯光设计、舞台设计，在我的工作领域里面是非常频繁的出现。而我自己在家也设置了两台非常顶尖的 PC 系统，一台是用来做音乐的，另外一台是用来 play game.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. And I didn't know you were a gamer, so that's pretty cool too. So what do you say? Are you game to give Kavehi a hand with the vocal? Is that okay? Do you mind?
Oh,
okay.
Fantastic. Hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, let me give you this here. I'm sure you know what this is. Okay, so we are going to do, scusa. Good? Okay, yeah. We are going to, Okay, yeah. Oh, there you go. All right. Tied up there. We're going to do some recording here. So let me give you a beat here. I'm going to sing, you can sing. We'll do a jam here. 1, 2, 3. I believe in you.
我相信你，我相信你。
How about that?
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
I think we got a little glimpse into a new hit there in Taipei. Thank you so much. And Kavehi, thanks so much for coming out and helping us out. We appreciate it. We'll see you a little bit later. And Jam, hey, I know that you're on the road all the time, so we thought we'd outfit you with the latest Concept D PC for you to do content creation when you're on the road.
谢谢
So with that, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, 谢谢。
多谢
Thank you so much.
See you, thank you. All right, that was awesome. God, I have so much fun. I love this job. All right, so the democratization of content and technology is also allowing people like Jam, Kavehi, and others to engage with each other in communities all around the world, regardless of time or space or borders or boundaries. And of course, one of our favorite communities is known for maximum engagement, and that is the gaming community. And it's not just that now there are over 1.2 billion gamers in the world. We've seen a massive growth to now 580 million gaming enthusiasts that have an insatiable appetite for performance that matters the most to them, for real-world performance, and we are more than happy to challenge ourselves to give it to them. And of course, that's why we, our OEMs, our ISV partners, developers have been doing purpose-built products for gaming now for years. And I've invited one of those partners to be out here with me today. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the stage the president of Dell's Client Solution Groups, Sam Bird. Sam, come on out.
Hey, GB.
Hey, how you doing,
Great to
Sam?
see you.
Good to see you too.
Hey, I'm excited to be talking gaming with you. Yeah. It's a lot better than me singing, so that's one thing I know for sure.
Yeah, you noticed that I didn't go for that. I was
yeah. I saw you were getting close there. I saw if they handed you a mic. Yeah. Hey, so gaming is really an exciting space. As you guys know, Alienware, part of the Dell family, has led the industry for 23 years, more than 23 years now. And we've built a more than $3 billion gaming business inside Dell. So we've been on a really pretty amazing journey together.
No, that's right. I'd say gaming now is as exciting as it's ever been, really. The whole community is just exploding.
Yeah, and I think with the work you've done, GB, we have built something really special in PC gaming. And I'll let you in on a fact that not many people know, that last year the gaming industry generated more revenue than the global film or global television industries, and it's growing really nicely.
I mean, that's a massive disruption. I don't think most people really realize that fact, just how big of a phenomenon this really is.
No, you talked about the number of people in it. I mean, it's massive. The customers are also really demanding. You know, to win, you have to deliver eye-popping performance. You got to deliver bold, innovative designs and really immersive experiences.
Well, and you know, that's like music to our ears. We love to deliver performance to you guys. Right?
Yeah, you've been doing a great job. So if I go back to what we did at CES, we launched the Alienware Area 51M laptop, which I love. One of the press quotes was, finally a laptop that slays desktops. So you think about doing a true desktop replacement and a laptop that's not much bigger than what we had as great sized laptops when we started this decade almost 10 years ago. Now we have a true desktop replacement with your 9th gen 8-core desktop processors. It's pretty awesome.
No, it was an absolute beast of a machine. I loved seeing the reviews. Now, speaking of that, just this last month, we brought even more desktop class performance into our mobile gaming line with our new 9th generation Core high performance mobile processors, including a brand new Core i9, which I know you guys were really happy about.
Yeah, we were. You've done some awesome stuff. So hey, come walk with me over here.
Yeah.
You know, GB, because you guys did so well on performance and some of the platform optimizations, we really spent our engineering time on innovation around form factor and experiences. And today, here with you at COMPUTEX, I am really thrilled to announce our brand new thin and light Area Alienware M15 laptop. It's an awesome system.
That's right, and you have an Alienware, oh yeah, come on.
Woo! Thank you.
That's awesome.
Hey, we got GB, and if this is like too small for you, because you're
I'm a bigger guy.
Yeah, you're a tall guy.
Sam? Anyway.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
That's okay.
Hey, we got a 17-inch version too, so if people want to super max it, you can go for a huge system.
No, and I think this thing is absolutely beautiful. It's obviously very thin for a max performance gaming desktop replacement kind of laptop, and I love the new design language. Of course, it's got the latest processor in it, but I know you might want to talk about some of the other capabilities that you guys have built in there.
Yeah, so when you think about a gaming system, the first thing you got to think about, GB, is performance. And I know as your lab tested it, they had some really good things to say about it. As we look at it, we believe this will be the fastest thin and light notebook in the industry in the world. We did a whole bunch in this design to improve airflow, better by 20% to the prior generation. We're using 6-phase voltage regulators for the CPU. We're using 8-phase voltage regulators for graphics, which I know there's a lot of engineers in the audience, but it equals not big ripple currents. You can run stuff at higher thermals when you're overclocking, so we can get max performance out of this thing. It's 20.5 millimeters thin, so you can see it's super thin. Starts at under 5 pounds, 4.75 pounds, 2.16 kilos. Gorgeous displays on it, up to 240 hertz display, 144 hertz options, OLED, all narrow bezels, and it's got our new design language, which is pretty cool.
Well, it looks amazing. I could nerd out on this. I think everybody would like us to now talk in detail about all the speeds and feeds and the detailed specification.
Oh yeah, I would. How much time do we have, GB?
I don't know.
I would love to do that. Yeah. It is yeah, you got a long keynote. But hey, rather than do that, what I thought is I could invite a special guest here to show this thing off with you. So please join me in welcoming one of the most popular broadcasters on Twitch on stage, Dr. Lupo.
Yeah.
Hey, great to see you.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for having me.
And I know it's Ben. Can I call you Ben for today?
You call me whatever you need to. No big deal to me.
Okay, so I know you had, you got an advanced look, a first look at the Alienware system. What were your first impressions?
Yeah, we're dying to hear.
It's actually funny. For the longest time growing up and all through, I've been gaming for a long time. I'm 32 years old, so 26, 27 years of this, and PC gaming has been a big part of that for a long time. A desktop system for me has always been the go-to because for the longest time, laptops were never good enough. You never could pack enough power in.
Yep.
And like you said, I've had the opportunity to work with one of these, and this is no punches pulled here. There's not even a script on this one. I'm speaking right from the heart. I'm extremely surprised at how well it performs. For someone that's in content creation, you have to be able to do multiple multi-threaded tasks simultaneously. You're encoding, you're playing a game, all these things at the same time, and I'm actually able to do them on one of these laptops, which blows my mind.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
pretty awesome.
So are you willing to show one of these off? Is
Oh,
that
absolutely.
Okay? All right,
Hey,
Sam, I
great
think
to
we're
see
in
you,
good
GB.
hands. Thanks for bringing
Take
Ben
care,
out.
man.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Sam, for
Good to
coming
see you.
out. Appreciate it. Let's give him a hand. Let's give Sam Bird a hand, please. All right. So why don't we go put the system to the test?
Let's do it.
Can we do it? All right. I'll meet you over here. So, Ben, why don't you kind of talk to people about how you normally work and what you're doing here on the system?
So Fortnite is one of those games. I mean, you guys have probably seen it maybe once or twice if you've watched any gaming online, YouTube, Twitch.
You don't live under a rock.
Yeah, exactly. I think even in the most recent Avengers, there was a reference to it, which is crazy to me. And it's one of those games that players play right now. They require super high frame rates. The reaction times have to be very fast. And you have people that are very, very accurate with how they play. And the fact that you can play on a mobile system and keep up with people is incredible to me.
So now while he's doing his thing, which is pretty impressive, what you're really seeing now is uncompromised mobile gameplay. It's our first mobile CPU that has 5 gigahertz single core turbo. It's our first 8-core 16-thread processor. It has Wi-Fi 6 enabled for better connectivity bandwidth. It also supports our latest Optane H10 technology, which is Optane memory and a QLC SSD all in a single M.2 module. So what do you think, Ben?
Honestly, it's absolutely incredible.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I love it, and we have a ton of interest in the ecosystem in delivering great systems like this with new systems from Acer, Asus, Dell, Gigabyte, HP, MSI, Lenovo, and they've all launched these new 9th generation systems. And I think, as you said, you're kind of like, wow, we can do all this on a mobile computer.
I can't speak for everybody, but
Right.
I can say, at least for me, this is a gaming innovation like we have not seen before in mobile gaming.
Now, before I let you go, would you be willing to look at, we want to kind of show you one more thing that we've been working on. Is that okay? Yeah, one more thing. Yeah, I've got it right here, actually, like hidden clearly in sight. So one thing I wanted to do when I had you out here was also announce officially today our newest purpose-built gaming product, the new 9900KS processor. Have you heard about it?
You got to give me more details.
Yeah. I mean, we had a little bit of the review online. Simply put, this thing is the world's fastest gaming processor. We took our 9900K series, made it even better to get more out of it. We're getting 5 gigahertz all-core turbo right out of the box. So I was hoping maybe Chuck could come out and we could show this thing off a little bit.
Well, I can help you show it off, but Ben's the pro. So Ben, let's take you over to our 9900KS here, and let's let you play some Fortnite.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Ben, you said that you use 2 desktop systems to game, stream, and record.
Indeed.
Well, with the new 9900KS, which is the fastest system we've ever built, you have all the horsepower you need to actually play, stream, record, and do even a little bit more.
So how's that looking? Good?
Gorgeous.
Okay. But I think you wanted to show Ben something more, right?
Actually, so Ben, would you like to see what else we could do with this?
Please.
Absolutely. So go ahead and hit Alt-Tab. Now, what you're seeing here is normally you stream into an environment. It's just the game and you, right? I'm going to put you into a virtual studio so you can actually do so much more. So what you're seeing, folks, this is NewTek's new virtual studio called HoloSet. It allows streamers to choose from a number of different studio environments where you can employ and surround yourself with numerous different monitors, and you put different streams on those monitors. So Ben, you can see you can actually zoom around to different spots in the studio. Again, this is all a 3D environment, so you have total control. You can look at your stream, you can have other streams, you can comment on both of those, and actually you can even do some special effects. So when you win that tournament, you might want to blow some stuff up.
Wow. That's like better than ESPN. I don't know how you're,
Yes.
I don't know how you're doing that.
Don't worry, folks, I'm okay. It's not real.
So what do you think? You love that?
Honestly, it's incredible. There are a number of my friends that also do content creation online with stuff like this, and this is going to be a big hit.
And of course, you know, if you need even more performance, the thing's unlocked so you can overclock and just go to town.
Indeed.
So we hope you love it. Thanks, Chuck. Thanks, Ben, Dr. Lupo, for coming out today and joining us on stage.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
it. That was great. Okay, as you can see, we're continuing to invest in the gaming ecosystem with all of our partners to put the performance where it matters the most. And you can expect to see the i9 9900KS this fall available in Q4. So, of course, we're not going to stop there. In an effort to help more gamers in the community get the absolute most performance they can out of their products, I'm excited to launch one more thing today, which is our Intel Performance Maximizer. And that's available free next month, starting in June, or just this next month. This is an intelligent and automated overclocking tool that actually helps you custom tune in an easy way your system for overclocking performance based on the processor's like DNA, how it's made. So Chuck, I know you wanted to talk and kind of show people a little bit about how it works, right?
Absolutely. So many people buy our case SKUs because they want the best processor possible, right? And they're all overclockable, but overclocking, it's intimidating, right? So we've actually made the IPM, the Intel Performance Maximizer tool, to take away all that intimidation. You hit a couple clicks, and the software program goes in and actually looks at the DNA of the processor. It examines every core in your system to find out the maximum throughput or the maximum frequency. So we got a little animation here which shows you what's just happening. Every core is being tested. It goes through every frequency. We go through multiple voltages, and it tests the entire processor to find out what that maximum frequency is.
Now, we animated the utility today, obviously. This is something that normally it's actually a very manual process. You have to sit there and try it over and over and over again to tune things yourself.
Exactly.
This thing now is automated. You can start it, walk away, and come back, and it'll figure out the highest that you can go to get the most performance possible.
Exactly. Now, this is the 9700 system. This is a couple clicks down from the system we showed.
It's 9700,
right?
Yeah.
A couple clicks down from what we just showed over there. But you'll see with the IPM, we were actually able to get this system to overclock all cores to 5.2 gigahertz. So we're not stopping there. We started at 4.6, but now all cores are running at 5.2. So you get that extra frequency, that extra horsepower with a couple clicks.
No, I love it. Now, I know in addition to this version of the Intel Performance Maximizer, you also have another capability that we're working on going forward as well. And we wanted to give people a sneak peek at how much more intelligence we could build in while we're here. So why don't you explain that just a little bit?
So this is coming out towards the end of the year. Now, the next step of IPM goes for our high-end desktops with many cores. It's going to actually look at every core possible. Now, because on the lower systems, we have to tie all those cores together. But on a high-end desktop, we can actually look at every individual core and find out what the frequency for that core is, and then bring that to the maximum frequency. So you can see in the chart, every core has a different frequency, guaranteeing the fastest processor.
No, that's awesome. So in a multi-core system, you know, like our high-end desktop at 18 cores, to be able to look at each one individually and get the most out of it takes another level of intelligence and capability.
Exactly.
And we're like really excited to offer this before the end of the year. So.
Yep.
Okay, with that, thanks so much, Chuck, for showing that off. I appreciate it. Okay, so hey, we just took you through a sprint on how we could work together and create PCs that help people focus, create, and engage in new ways. But like I said when I kick things off tonight, our ambitions are bigger and bolder than that. So now I want to switch gears and talk about how we're going to deliver the next wave of innovation in a multi-year innovation program that we have codenamed Project Athena. Now, Project Athena is a program we first talked about at CES in January. And it's unique in that it's based on years and years of detailed research of understanding deeply what highly mobile users, mobile achievers want and need from their devices. And I always like at the highest level to sum it up this way. It kind of came down to three things. One is people want systems that are smart and adaptable and can keep pace with them over the course of the day. Second, they want PCs that are always ready, kind of ready for instant action. And third, as we've talked about, they want PCs that help them focus, to, age of distraction, to focus on the things that matter the most to them. So we've been working with our partners here and throughout the ecosystem on this foundation, to create a foundation for mobile PCs going forward. And today, I'm pleased to announce the release of the Athena specification 1.0, the 1.0 spec today here in Taipei. Now, this spec includes an initial set of expectations that address some of those foundational needs, including the need for amazing performance and responsiveness, instant action, different types of form factors, connectivity, battery life, and of course, AI. And I think what's really unique is for the first time collectively, we've all come together with our partners to take a meaningful step forward in how we create, measure, specify, verify the experience, so we get systems that have no compromise mobility, even though, no compromise performance, even though they're highly mobile. That they'll wake from sleep in less than a second. That they'll have more than 16 hours of video playback, or more than 9 hours of battery life in real world scenarios, not some synthetic made up stuff. And it'll deliver rapid charging, so giving you 4 hours of charge in just 30 minutes, plus a whole lot more that we're working on together. And that is just year one. So imagine what's going to be possible as we continue to work together year after year to raise the bar. And I'm proud to say today that we have over 100 companies who are committed to doing the deep co-engineering and partnership with us to participate in our new open labs and workshops like the one that we just opened here in Taipei. I believe this work's really going to accelerate the mobile PC designs and help us create a learning cycle that drives new experiences more rapidly in the market. And we're seeing just some incredible results. Our first systems based on the Athena 1.0 specification will be in the market this holiday season. In fact, I'm excited to say that we have one of the customers here today who's partnered with us on their first Project Athena system. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Senior Vice President of Lenovo Consumer Devices, Johnson Jha. Johnson, come on out, bud. Hey, good to see you, Johnson.
Hi, GB.
Hey.
Thanks for having me today.
Of course, thanks for joining me on stage today. So hey, maybe to start, we've been on this journey around Project Athena for a little while now. Why don't you tell people, how we started and how you guys got involved and excited about it?
Yeah. Over the last decade, Lenovo and Intel have been driven by our shared commitment to continuously improve the PC experience for people. We listened and learned from a user study and customer feedback to guide our innovation. And our joint
Yeah, and your joint innovation, no, it's okay. I think one thing I know about you, which I love, is you are personally big on user experience and user, like human-centric design. So why don't you tell folks a little bit about what you listened and what you learned when you were doing that?
Yeah. So in fact, our joint innovation has produced a new class of laptops, include a lot of new form factors, immersive entertainment experiences, always on, always connected devices. And in fact, Lenovo is the #1 of LTE customer from Intel. And finally, smart PC performance features, these features powered by AI. And in this process, Intel helped us a lot. Delivered, the CPU, graphic, and Wi-Fi 40 gig, soundboard and Optin, and completed, the system to help the system design.
No, that's great, and that's exactly why we're so excited to partner with you, because of that deep engineering collaboration. Now, I know you're ready to give us a sneak peek of your first device. Is that right?
Yes. Athena is coming to Lenovo Yoga consumer family, starting from our premium model. This is a Yoga S940.
Oh, awesome.
This machine,
wow, it's beautiful and tiny. I love it.
fits in the gorgeous 12.2 millimeters thin design.
Wow.
And also just 1.2 kilogram, the weight. And it's a world first PC. You can see, with a contour glass that wrapped with super slim, the bezel.
Yeah.
But definitely there's more than people see. This model also has a long-lasting battery, and it aligns Athena very well with high performance, and it can also auto have the power setting.
That's right, and that's what I was going to say. You guys really also drove some intelligence inside the device as well, right? This whole concept of active intelligence.
Yeah, GB, we did. UGS 940 is our first PC. Lenovo offers Lenovo Smart Assist, which is a suite of smart features with the AI by leveraging Athena's intelligent performance features. Right. These features will provide a much better user experience and will address people's need in the future.
That's great. And
we can say probably GB this is the most beautiful and smartest machine based on Athena platform, and we'll make this available for holiday
this year.
2019.
That's awesome. Hey, Johnson, it's a beautiful system. Thank you very much for bringing it on stage and giving us a view. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Can't wait. Oh, I love it. So, hey, we created Project Athena to really accelerate the pace of mobile innovation, and it's going to continue to take all of us working together in order to make that multi-year vision and journey a reality. And with that, I have a little bit of a surprise to tell you. You know, that system that Johnson just brought on stage is not only a Project Athena powered system, but it's also powered by our brand new Ice Lake processor. Which brings me to the final announcement I wanted to make today. And to do that, I want to invite out a very, very special guest, Uri Frank, who's from our Israel Design Center. He's our design engineering manager. Let's give him a round of applause. Hey, Uri.
Hey, GB.
Hey, good to see you.
Yeah, well, everyone has been bringing you something cool to show.
Yeah.
So I brought you an Ice Lake wafer.
Oh.
Right out of our fab in Israel.
Wow. Straight from the fab. Wow, that's really neat. And this is actually very exciting and very cool. It's just amazing to be here today, and I'm really pleased now today to launch our brand new 10th generation core Ice Lake processors. It's our most integrated SoC we've ever built, and also the first one that really brings AI at scale into the PC ecosystem. And I think you have some other news too to share.
Yeah, GB. Yeah. I'm even more excited to tell you. Yeah. We are in production and now shipping.
Wow. That's right. In production and shipping to customers, which is exciting. Hey, so, our 10th generation core processors are designed with that mobile demanding user in mind. It is uncompromising on all vectors, not just one. And today, we're announcing 11 new 10 nanometer Ice Lake volume SKUs from Core i3 all the way up to Core i7. And Uri, maybe you could give folks just a feel for what's inside of this new SoC.
Yeah, I would love to. With Ice Lake, users will experience our first PC with instructions for AI, a new CPU core architecture, a new Gen 11 graphics engine, and first-time integrated Wi-Fi 6 and Thunderbolt 3.
Wow, I love it. All built into that SoC. Thanks for coming out and bringing me a wafer. I love being in production. Thanks to you and the whole team. Thank you very much. Thanks, Uri. Wow, so today, what I love to do when we have these big moments and big step forward is what does it mean for the average user? And I think people are going to be really impressed. It means we're delivering just incredible performance gains over what we just delivered 12 months ago, up to 2.5 times the accelerated AI performance, up to twice the graphics and media performance, and up to 3 times the connectivity performance, all inside of 12 months, which is pretty incredible, right? And on top of that, I wanted to also say, on top of the systems that you just saw, the one from Johnson from Lenovo, we have another couple of examples on stage here with me today. This great example from HP, the 13-inch HP Envy, the first one. I'm kind of an old school guy with a beautiful wood grain finish. Reminds me of my Wagoneer.
See, there you go.
I love it. But obviously still very thin and light, under 1.2 kilos. And then the new Acer Swift 5 as well. Absolutely stunning with a great connectivity, super thin, great performance, all on stage. And these devices were all highly integrated and designed for these mobile go-getters, people who really use the mobile PC as their platform, whether that's for work or for home or their passion projects. And I wanted to invite on two guests who really kind of epitomize that mobile go-getter. So with that, let's welcome our special guests, two-time Olympic ice dancing medalists, Maya and Alex Shubatani, who are going to come out here and join us today. Come on out, guys.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, how are
Hey,
you?
Maya.
Good to see you.
Hey, Alex.
Hi,
Good
thanks
to
for
see
having
you.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks for
for
being
sure.
here. Now, at Intel, we've been working with the Olympics, and obviously we had the privilege of watching you guys compete, which was just really fun. But in addition to watching you on the ice, I think a lot of people don't appreciate, and we got to learn just about, how much time you spend off the ice, training, all the preparation, all the study, all the travel, which kind of makes you like the ideal mobile go-getters, right?
It's a
Thanks,
lot.
GB. Yeah, we like to think that we are.
Yeah. Now, we actually outfitted you all with two of the Ice Lake systems from Dell. Maybe you could start with just, hey, what was some of your first impression?
Yeah, we were so impressed. We loved the all-day battery life. The graphics were really great. And the fact that all that powerful performance was just packed into such a sleek device was so impressive to us. And as athletes, that's something we really value.
Yeah, that's so true. We've been performing and training for years to be able to deliver performance both on and off the ice. And so it's really important that we're fully charged and energized so that we can perform at our best. But that doesn't mean that we don't enjoy our downtime. I have some hobbies. I enjoy gaming with some of my friends when I have a little free time. And I really enjoyed the experience I had on the device.
Now, what we were hoping you guys could do is maybe join us here on stage with Chuck and show off some of the things that we can do with the device. Is that all right? You guys
sure.
game?
Yeah,
all right,
sounds
let's
good.
do
Come
it.
on down.
Hey, Chuck.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Now,
So, yeah, what do you want to start with?
Well, Alex said he was into gaming, right? And so we have some incredible performance on our Gen 11 graphics in these new systems. So first one I'd like to show you is, we call it the Renz demo. The artist was named Renz. Now, what you see here on this system, this looks like a video, but it's not. Renz actually created, using Unreal Engine, an environment that we can actually walk through. So let me show you what that's like. Just like any Unreal Engine solution, we can walk through it, but you saw the incredible detail in that world, right? That's really made possible by using some of the unique characteristics built into the Gen 11 graphics to deliver this type of stunning performance.
Wow, that's
That
really
looks
great.
really amazing.
It is super cool.
Now, I know Alex likes the game, so you want to...
No, Alex, would you take this one for a spin?
Okay.
This is the latest game. This is Destiny 2. Now, you can see it's got amazing gameplay. The lighting is incredible. The frame rate is super smooth. And typically, to run Destiny 2, you'd want a much bigger system. But off our Gen 11 graphics, we're getting amazing performance. So we have that great gameplay and something this thin and light as that yoga system you just saw.
So now we can tell Alex is a competitor on the ice, and he's like already zeroed
Yeah,
in
I'm like,
on
where
that
am I
thing.
going?
So how about you, Maya? What do you like to do with the PC when you have?
Yeah, so I don't game quite as much as Alex, but something that some people don't know about us is that we love storytelling. So we have a lot of fun creating content for our fans. We're able to give them a real sense of what our day-to-day life is like.
Yeah, and I think we actually have some new capabilities that we wanted to share with you and share with the audience here on stage, using AI to help with that content creation, right?
Absolutely, using AI and that Gen 11 graphics. One of the solutions we're looking at is Super Res. Now, I went to your YouTube page, you've got all those incredible videos there, but sometimes when we post videos and they're older, they don't have the highest resolution, or we need to make them really small so we can share.
Chuck,
but when
older,
we make them small,
they're not that old. They can't.
Well, the mom could have posted them when they were young.
All right.
So, but what happens is some of those, to keep them small, the file sizes are a little bit smaller, and you don't have the highest detail that you always want. So we have Super Res. Now, I've got a video here, but I've got it paused so everybody can see the detail. But I want you to look at, on the right-hand side is Super Res. On the left-hand side is the standard bilinear playback. So take a look first at this tree. Notice how it's kind of fuzzy, but when we move to Super Res, it understands what a tree is supposed to look like, and all of a sudden those branches pop out before they're all blurry.
So this is using AI and the instructions to actually fix the resolution.
Exactly.
Live. And it's a video.
It's a video, yeah. So I'll go ahead and I'll show you again. Your face is getting much clearer. So let's go ahead and start that again. We'll play that video. Here's one other section I'd like to show you. Take a look at the fence, and on the left, on the standard playback, look how blurry it is. But notice we go to Super Res, it becomes much sharper. You can see it's a fence, and we get to the faces. Again, much sharper off Super Res. So again, amazing detail using that AI technology.
No, that's awesome, and I think, Chuck, it doesn't, we don't have to just stop at videos for these guys, right? You can do some cool things with AI and photos as well.
We can. So let's go over here. Now, photos are tricky. You guys are on the ice all the time, and I'm sure you see some blurry photos because you guys move so fast, right? I mean, so blurry photos happen. So the other thing is, sometimes we don't get a second chance to take a picture, right? So we took a picture of you earlier, and I'm not the greatest photographer, so.
Hopefully it's a good one.
Well, you guys were great.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
But the photo came out a little blurry. So we're going to use AI to actually apply something called deblur using Cyberlink. Now watch what happens when we apply this to your picture. Now, using AI, because we've got DL boost instructions that are built into this processor, this happens much, much faster than would typically use another solution. And then take a look how much clearer you look at. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. Take a look at one. Your hair and your face is much, much clearer. Your teeth and lips, all that's made much, much, much sharper just because one click using AI made that picture.
No, I know, and the screen is great. It doesn't do it justice up here, but you guys have done it. You've done an amazing job deblurring the photo, which is awesome.
Looks awesome now.
Now, I know you had one more that you wanted to have I think, Alex actively participate in. Using AI, it might help them on the road.
Absolutely. Now,
it's a little out there.
So you guys are tremendous athletes, right? You guys are Olympic athletes. I know you train all the time, but like you said, you sometimes travel 200 days a year, right?
It's a lot.
So training can be tough. I mean, so we've got an application here called Wrench that uses AI to track your body, but without using a special suit, no little dots. It just tracks your body. It knows where all your joints are, so we can do things like train and exercise with the aid of our computer. So no special cameras.
Okay.
No special
Alex,
lenses.
look out. Chuck has weights.
Oh gosh, so heavy.
None of us are Chuck. It's okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna have you stand right here. We're gonna get you all zoomed in.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna hit start now.
So the idea here is it's assisting in actually watching your form, et cetera, right?
Right, so now using AI, knowing where all your joints are, it's tracking you without, again, those special suits, and it knows if you're doing it with correct form, and so far,
good job.
You're at good job.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm here for a reason, guys.
It's like, Dora, you got it.
So again, that's all made possible with the DL boost instructions that are built into that Ice Lake processor.
Cool.
Well, that's awesome.
Can I stay here?
You're so focused.
Look how focused he is.
I know,
These guys are athletes. You want to just stay out and rip out about 15, 20 more while you're here?
You better
Is that
watch
all right?
those jumps next time. He might throw you through the roof.
This is just when you can't have Chuck with you when you're on the road everywhere you go. Okay, you give those back to him.
Thank you.
So hey, with that, I really appreciate you guys spending time with the Ice Lake systems and giving us all the feedback. And also, obviously, as a sponsor of the Olympics, we look forward to watching you on your journey. Wish you all the best of luck. Thanks for coming out and seeing us
thanks
today.
for having us today.
Thanks, Maya. Thanks,
Thank you.
Alex. Thanks, Chuck.
You guys are awesome. Thank you. Again, you're awesome.
Well, hey, our ambition is to make AI technology pervasive inside the PC to enable even more usages. You know, what we're showing today is just starting to scratch the surface, the tip of the iceberg of what's possible to unlock. So I thought maybe we'd show you a quick video of some other things that we think are possible on the PC. Could you just roll that? With that, we have covered a ton of ground in about the last hour. So what I thought I would do is I would finish where I started this speech today, which is on the importance of all of us coming together to drive the ecosystem, to drive innovation in new and exciting ways to enable everyone's greatest contribution. So speaking of coming together, I love it. We got the Kavei over there back on stage helping close. I thought this would be the perfect way to end the keynote. After all, Taiwan, Intel, we've got a great long history of collaboration, of coming together to enable everyone's greatest contribution. With that, thank you all very, very much. Have a great COMPUTEX, and I hope to see you next year. Thank you all. All right.